So our 11th yoga tool is mudras, or yoga with or for your hands. And this is a very, very quick and brief introduction to mudras. I have a picture here of this book, which is a book I got a few months ago that I've read through and have been working with. And it is a beautiful book that has a lot of really nice illustrations, a lot of information about the different meanings and uses of different mudras. So tons of books out there, tons of resources online to check out, and this is just one that I recommend. So mudras. So in this PowerPoint, again, pictures right off the internet with some different illustrations of some different mudras that we can do, but also want to do just a little bit of like warm up, which can be a nice thing to just generally do with your hands, even if you're not doing yoga mudras. So one warm up, and this comes from the book that I had just mentioned. So we might just run the thumb across the fingertips, and all of these things you can do as long as you would like to do those things. So again, just that little rub. We might rub the backs of the nails, the fingers here together, curl the fingers in, rub the nails together, so you can kind of feel how that can be a little bit stimulating, for instance. I posted the resource of the Kirtan Kriya, which includes the use of touching the thumb, or touching each finger to the thumb. And so that can again be a warm-up or a mudra practice if you like. And you can add the sounds sa, ta, na, ma to that in your head or out loud. Again, just a little practice that you might enjoy. Just closing and opening the hands can be, again, a good warm-up here. We can massage our webs, and so I'm going to just kind of turn my hand so you can see the thumb on the inside and just kind of massaging between the fingers and the kind of webbing of our fingers. So thumb on the inside, not the greatest demo here. And then we can slide the one hand on the back of the other hand, so getting in between those small bones and just like kind of a massage there. We can also just kind of support the arm and circle the fist a few times in each direction. So again, these can be nice warm-ups for hand mudras of a variety of different kinds, or can be just nice exercises for hands. You can also rub the hands together. As illustrated here, we might also like place the hand on heart center or on the belly as we breathe, or anywhere else on the body where we might think about directing the breath, and that can be a version of the hand mudra as well. And so the prana mudra here, mudra of life that we see illustrated. And again, there's, for each of the different hand mudras, there's those different associations with the different benefits that we might bring to our minds and our bodies through the practice of those mudras. And again, these can be practiced while we're doing yoga. They can be practiced while you're walking. They can be practiced while you're watching television. And again, something to play with and experiment with. Also featured here, whoops. Too many sides. So just a note here, some other hand mudras here, some simple illustrations here of some of the more simple mudras, again, can be used during meditation. And then just a couple illustrations here to show that the hand mudras can get a lot more complicated than those simple, just kind of like one finger or two fingers to the thumb, for instance. With the mudras, there's these associations with each of the fingers to the basic elements, or to the planets, and by having different combinations of the fingers that are connected, that can impact the potential effects of those mudras. Again, just barely scratching the surface here. Also included this one resource, again, lots of different resources on the internet, but this short 3-minute video about Chin Mudra, which is probably one of the most typical hand mudras that you'll see in yoga. Usually, we come to seated and we bring the thumb and the first finger together. There's Chin Mudra that can be facing up, changes meaning when we face it down. So we can watch this little video here, and he's got a little bit more information about mudras and what they're used for. So feel free to check that out if you like. And then finally, just kind of bringing together our other yoga tool of mantras with mudras. And that's one of my favorite Sanskrit mantras, Om Namah Shivaya. I'm going to give you the pronunciation here. We can do that with the Chin Mudra, for instance. And again, that can be different ways of connecting mudras and mantras, for instance. So yoga tools to use as they work with you. And again, just at the physical level, a really nice way to keep our hands a little bit more flexible and continue to use our hands for all of the things that we use them